Welcome back to Gaming for some more Palworld. Today we're going to be talking about the most recent update that they put out, which was a roadmap, and this roadmap looks absolutely insane, with loads on there for the planned future content such as raid bosses, PvP, addressing loads of critical issues and improvements that they're going to be implementing as fast as they possibly can, which is great news. But they have said that they are running into a few problems, and we'll go into why in just a second. Now, if you're a fan of Palworld, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like in the video, and stick around for much more Palworld content. I would really like to get stuck in on this game and make loads of guides, tips, tricks, all of that stuff. We're probably going to do that throughout the next few days and see how it goes. If it does well, we'll continue it indefinitely. If not, then we'll leave it at that. But so far, really enjoying it. It is a great game. And this... and this roadmap is just more enthusiasm out there. It looks absolutely insane. But they have said they're having some challenges at the moment because they have now sold over 7 million copies in 5 days. They're continuing to be hard at work addressing any issues and bugs that certain users are experiencing, and they say thanks for the support. 7 million players in 5 days for an early access title from an indie studio. That is absolutely phenomenal. And they're now sitting at number 2 on Steam's most concurrently played games. They have over 2 million players, which is absolutely insane. 2 million concurrent players. PUBG is still sat at the top though with this all-time peak of 3.2 million. Whether they'll actually get to that, I don't know, but it seems to be going up by at least 100,000 a day. So yesterday on the 23rd, they had 1.85 million, and now today they've got over 2 million. So that is over 150,000 people joining in just 24 hours. So they could definitely, if they keep up this momentum, get to the Steam's top spot. And those numbers are just for Steam as well. They have said they're looking into getting the numbers for Xbox downloads just to see what those numbers are out of curiosity. So we'll have to wait and see what that is if they do decide to actually publish them. Now, what we're all here for, the roadmap, which looks absolutely insane. They have said we would like to share with you our roadmap for Palworld. Sales have far exceeded the development team's expectations, and we are currently experiencing many problems due to excessive access congestion, among other challenges. We will prioritize improving this issue first, and then move on to implementing new game features. Thank you for your understanding. So, as we see here, addressing critical issues. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified, and we prioritize fixing those first. Sometimes the world date may experience rollbacks, and loading screens may persist when trying to load into worlds, and so on. So there is a big list of issues that they're currently having at the moment. I have seen a lot of people saying that their saves can sometimes disappear, or they can't load in, and some building items will randomly disappear. So hopefully they do address these relatively quickly, but we'll have to wait and see. And then when it comes to PALs, they are planning on improving the PALs before they move on to future updates. And those improvements include configuration improvements and improvements to base PAL AI and their pathing systems. At the moment, they can be a little bit all over the place, but it seems like they work as intended for the most part. I don't know many issues that I've seen anyway that where things go horribly wrong, but there obviously is a chunk of people that are having those issues, which hopefully they can address that relatively quickly, because the PALs are obviously a big part in this game, and if they're not working as intended for certain people, then that can definitely ruin the experience of the game for them. And then for future updates, there is some really cool stuff in there, such as PvP, raid bosses, which will be end game content, a PAL arena, which is basically PvP for PALs, which that is something I am so excited about. Having all your pals fight your mates' pals would be so cool. Or just having an actual arena on the map that we can go to, and you can be paired up with random players that you can fight pals against each other. I think that'd be really cool. How they're leveling, I don't know how that would work. Maybe just put in a level, say 13 and 13 against each other of the same type of pal. Don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. Could be quite cool. I've not got to the end. I'm not even halfway into the game, so I haven't seen some of the big beastie pals that people are riding around with fucking rocket launchers on them, which looks insane. Now, something that I really want to see is the Steam and Xbox crossplay, which is something that they do have planned for the future as well as various Xbox feature improvements. server transfers and migration improvements, and improvements to the building system. And then finally, when all of that is implemented and the game is in a great working condition, they're planning on adding new islands, pals, bosses, and technologies. Now, when it comes to the actual technologies and the building aspects of the game, I think they are really, really well done for an early access title. Especially at this stage in the game, just a few days after launch. That's phenomenal. There is loads of stuff to do. It's definitely can put its hand up to Ark. And I don't know, it may have something to do with it, but Ark Survival Evolved, or Survival Ascended, the new version, they have just hit their lowest concurrent players at just under 9,000. That is the lowest that it has ever gone, and even Ark Survival Evolved never dropped below 10,000 concurrent players. I mean, there are a lot of people right now playing Palworld, so that could definitely have something to do with it. But this game holds up to the likes of games like Ark, I think, in those survival aspects. Yes, it's a little bit more cartoony. Yes, it's a little bit more gimmicky. And I know that can put certain players off, because it did for me. But once I actually got stuck in, the main core gameplay loop is so much fun. If you can get past the cartoony graphics, then you will definitely enjoy the game if you enjoy games like Ark. But what would you like to see in the future of Palworld? Let me know down in the comments below. I think there's quite a few things that they could do with this game. They could definitely, obviously extending all the pals and adding new items to build will keep players entertained for hours and hours and hours. Because there are some people out there that will want to go around and get 10 of every single pal, or go around and collect every single pal without fail. And I am one of those players. I will be doing that. I've got it on my Xbox as well, so when I'm sat downstairs with the kids and they're just sat playing with Lego or something, I can sit and enjoy myself with the game, which is great. It's a great thing about this game. You just sit there, relax and play it. It doesn't have that critical learning curve, I don't think, and I don't think it's really too complex at all. It is something you can just sit, enjoy, and pass the time to, which is a great game. Any game that you can do that to and just see time fly away without being over encumbered by loads of different features, I think is great. But that's just my opinion on the game. What do you guys think, and what would you like to see in the future? Let me know down below in the comments. For now, we're going to wrap that one up there. I've been Wired, you've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.